Hey, it's Les McDonald, your Insider's Travel Guide, and today we're going to talk about bear encounters and bear safety. Many people who are planning to visit the Canadian Rockies for the first time are concerned about bear encounters. Now, this is natural, I get it. If I go to Australia and I'm going surfing, I'm pretty sure I'm going to worry about shark encounters, and I hope they'll tell me the same thing. There's really nothing to worry about. A bear encounter, especially a negative one, is very rare. But I'm going to give you some simple tips that you can remember quite easily that are going to help you enjoy a safe trip to the Canadian Rockies. Now, I'm going to tell you as much as I can in this short video, but I've also left a link to the Government of Canada, Parks Canada website on bear safety in the description below. All right, my number one tip on how to avoid a bear encounter is to be noisy, okay? Now, if you're on a well-marked trail during the day and you make a lot of noise, it's very unlikely you're going to see a bear. Why? A bear doesn't want to be around people. And if the bear hears you, the bear is going to go in the other direction for the most part. It's a proven fact that groups of over 3 or more people are way less likely to see a bear or to have a negative bear experience because bears are even more scared of groups. So more and more people are traveling with their pets. And you will see at all the trailheads, the signs clearly indicate that you must keep your dog on leash at all times. This is so important, especially if you want to avoid a negative bear encounter. If a dog smells a bear, it's more than likely that that dog is going to go pursue that bear, and that is a guaranteed negative experience. So just keep your pooch on its leash, make lots of noise, and have a great hike. Now, if you are hiking and you do see a bear, you have to ask yourself 2 questions. 1, does the bear know I'm here? If the bear doesn't know you're there, simply turn around and walk in the other direction. Okay, so if the bear sees you, take a look at it and see what the body language is like. Chances are very likely that that bear is just going to walk off the trail and get out of the way. The bear doesn't want to be around you. However, this is really important to remember. If the bear starts to approach you, you need to firstly look down at the ground, okay? No eye contact. And you want to talk in a calm voice, okay? Find a calm place. Walk backwards and say, nice bear, nice bear. Chances are very likely the bear is still going to go in the other direction. But if that bear continues to follow you and it looks like it has aggressive body language, if it's got its heads down and it's using its paws and it's looking aggressive, you're going to have to stand your ground, okay? I know this sounds crazy, but you're going to have to get big. You're going to have to use a loud voice. You're going to put your hands in the air. You're going to yell at that bear. You're going to be so loud that that bear doesn't want to have anything to do with you. And hopefully that bear is going to go in the other direction. Chances are it will. However, if this doesn't work and it looks like you're going to get attacked, you're going to have to play dead, okay? Now to play dead, you lie on your stomach, okay? You spread your legs apart so the bear can't flip you over. And you put your arms behind your head, your hands behind your head, you lock your fingers, put your elbows over your ears, okay? And you pull your head in and you try to remain calm. The minute the bear realizes you are no longer a threat, that bear is more than likely just going to go away. All right? But worst case scenario, and I have to stress how rare this is. It's so rare, okay? But if that bear continues to attack you and it's turned into what we call a predatory attack, you're going to fight for your life, okay? So you're going to punch the bear in the nose, okay? Punch that bear, scream and kick and punch that bear in the nose. Poke it in the eyes. Do whatever you've got to do, okay? Fight for your life. And I'm going to tell you a little story about a 12-year-old boy who did just that very thing and survived. So I've got a friend who lives up in Jasper. And his 12-year-old nephew was fishing in the Athabasca River with his friend. Now, a black bear comes out of the woods and attacks the kids. The one kid runs away to get help. The other 12-year-old is getting attacked by this black bear. And the black bear's got him by his head and it's trying to drown him, okay? This is definitely a predatory attack. Well, this kid fights for his life. He punches the bear in the nose. He screams. He fights until eventually that black bear decides this isn't worth it. That black bear leaves and the kid survives. So the one thing I hope that you take away from this story is that if a 12-year-old can fight off a black bear, well, so can an adult. Okay, so about my single negative bear encounter. One day I'm out off the Bois Valley Parkway. I'm off trail, it's during the day, and I'm in a meadow where a pond had dried out and it was still muddy. And there were lots of animal tracks in the mud, and I was looking at them, and I was actually pouring plaster casts of these tracks. And I heard a crunch, and I look up to my left and I see this huge grizzly coming out of the woods. Now he takes one look at me, and I can tell he's surprised, and he gets aggressive immediately. He stands his ground, okay? First thing I do is I look down and I start to walk backwards. Again, quietly, nice bear, good bear. The bear ended up charging me 3 times. The first time he charged me, he was a safe distance away. Now, instead of running, you never want to run because you're just going to trigger an attack, as I just kept walking backwards. The second time, he got even closer. And the third time he charged me, he was so close, I could smell him. But I didn't run and I didn't panic, and I just kept walking backwards using a calm voice. Well, the fourth time, he went in the other direction. Thankfully, he kept going. I can't even begin to tell you how relieved I was about that. But at the end of the day, we both kept our heads, nobody got hurt, and it was an experience that I will certainly never forget. Well, I really hate telling those stories about negative bear encounters because they are so rare, but at least you know. Well, I hope you found this video informative and that it makes you feel safer when you're visiting our Canadian Rockies National Parks. Be sure to like the video, subscribe to my channel for more great content, and by all means, leave a comment in the comment section. Until next time, this has been Les McDonald with Insider's Travel Guide Canada.